Hey friends, hope you are doing well and taking great care of yourselves. In this video, we are going to discuss the issue that whether section 56 subsection 2 clause X would be applicable if I acquire a rural agricultural land for a price which is less than gentry value, assuming my case does not fall in any exceptions given in that particular section. So let's say acquire a rural agricultural land, let's say for a consideration of rupees 1 crore, gentry value of that particular land or a stamp duty value or a circle rate, let's say is 5 crore rupees. Whether 4 crore would be taxed to me under income from other source or not. I came across the Ahmedabad ITAT decision in the case of Claking Minerals versus Income Tax Officer. It's 2025 174 taxman.com 1111 Ahmedabad ITAT. The date of judgment is 27th of May 2025. The Honorable Ahmedabad ITAT has taken a view that where a assessee purchased a property for a sum of rupees 42.72 lakhs, however, the stamp duty value of the same was 1.15 crore. Since the value of the property was disputed, assessing officer had to refer a matter to a DVO for the purpose of valuing the same. So to that extent it is in favor. Further they went and said agricultural land cannot be taken out of the purview of section 56 to 10. So the Honorable Ahmedabad ITAT in this decision has categorically held that if I read a relevant paragraph of that judgment, the para goes this wise. To be precise, the paragraph number 9, it goes this wise. On a plain reading, it is seen that section 56 2x mentions the term any immovable property. Now, the issue for consideration is whether agricultural land, into bracket, on the assumption for argument's sake that the land in question qualifies as an agricultural land, bracket over, falls within the ambit of immovable property as stated in section 56 210. The term immovable property has not been defined in section 56 210 or in any other section in the Income Tax Act. This renders the word to be interpreted in general parlance. In general understanding of the term, the word immovable property means an asset which cannot be moved without destroying or altering it. Therefore, going by the general definition, immovable property would include any rural agricultural land in absence of any specific exclusion in section 56 to clause 10. Notably, section 56 to clause 10 does not use the word capital asset. The sale of rural agricultural land is exempt in the hands of the seller since the word capital asset has been specifically defined to exclude agricultural land in rural area under section 2 clause 40. Thus, sale of rural agricultural land shall not give rise to any capital gain in the hands of a seller as it is not considered as a capital asset itself. However, from the point of view of the purchaser of an immovable property, as stated above, section 56 subsection 2 clause 10 mentions any immovable property which, going by its plain words of statute, does not specifically exclude agricultural land. That is what is the view taken by the Honorable Ahmedabad ITAT. In my opinion, probably a view or other view is also possible because the term property has been defined. The term property has been defined and the term goes this wise. Property means following capital asset. The word is clear. Following capital asset of the assessee, namely. So it has to be a capital asset and then it goes. Then they say that immovable property being land or building or both. So the definition of a property is given. The property ought to have been a capital asset. If it is not a capital asset, then section 56(2)(x) will not come into play. So to find out some other judgment, I carried out some more research, and fortunately I can find one decision of Honorable Delhi ITAT. The decision is in the case of Ram Narayan versus Income Tax Officer. It is ITA number 767 Delhi 2024. This is the citation of the judgment. So in that particular case, the Honorable ITAT has taken a view in favor of the assessee that section 56(2)(10) will not have a role to play. They have mentioned that as the taxpayer has purchased agricultural land, it is outside the meaning of capital asset. Hence, deeming provisions of section 56 subsection 2 clause X cannot be invoked. The assessing officer's addition is liable to be deleted. So we have now at least one judgment in our favor. So this was the point which I wanted to discuss in today's video. Thank you very much. Wishing you all a great time ahead. Thank you.